welcome to my demo of Dispatchio. Dispatchio is an application that allows businesses with a mobile workforce to be able to dispatch their team members. It also allows them to get updates on the jobs that their team members are currently doing. It was built using a Ruby on Rails backend with React and Redux on the front end. I also use JSON Web Tokens for authorization. The app has two separate views that we're going to get into. One's going to be a manager and owner view, which is going to be on the left side of the screen here, and then the other one is going to be a employee view, which is going to be on the right side of the screen right over here. So when you reach the website, you can sign up as a new user. When you sign up, you can select the role of owner, manager, and employee. If you choose employer or manager, you are going to be asked which business to join. And if you're an owner, you're going to be able to create a brand new business. And it's going to ask you for different locations. So enough about that. Let's go into the demo of the application. So first off, we are going to sign in as myself. And when we log in, the first thing that we are confronted with is this jobs panel. And the jobs panel essentially shows us from the current date the jobs that are coming due in the next 7 days. So these are this is a 7-day view from the current date. You can go forward another 7 days, you can come back to the present, or you can go back 7 days, or you can keep going back as far as you want, or forward as far as you want. So in this panel, we have two buttons. One of the buttons is going to give us the details about the job. The right button is going to give us the option to call the customer. So on the left-hand side, this shows us the location, the customer name, and then the status of the job. In this case, IR means en route. So let's go ahead and click on one of these. So IR means that one of our employees or a team member is already en route. So as you can see, this is just a form that gives you some information about the job. Right now, we can't click on anything. The form is completely disabled or it's locked. And that's just to prevent someone from accidentally modifying the form when you're just trying to view more details about the job. If we didn't want to change something about the job, we can click on Unlock Form, and it'll unlock the form for us. So clicking on Unlock Form allows us to change some of these things to, some of these inputs to something else. So instead of Brooklyn, let's say this is in Queens. Okay, and they have a lot of stuff that needs removal. Let's say that's the description. And let's change it from the 22nd to the 23rd. And let's mark this job as done. Actually, let's mark it in progress because I want to show what happens when we mark it done later. And let's say they paid cash and it's for yellow team. So, and we can mark it as paid. Why not? They paid ahead of time. So now we update. If we come back, we can see that it moved up. It was on the 22nd before. Now it is on the 23rd. It's the second job. So we have two jobs on the 23rd, and you can see also that we changed to Queens and in progress. So those items will be changed also within the details view. Cool. So we can also create a new job if we wanted to. So when we come here, we are presented with a form to create a new job. We can pick from our current customers. If we want to switch customers or we want to add new customers, we can just go into our customers tab and create a new customer from there. Okay, so I'm not going to create a job this time. So let's just go back over here and let's take a look at the teams. So teams is in case that you have a business where you have to send several people to one location, you could assign several people to a team. For instance, right now in the green team, we have Sarah, Jimmy, and Johan. We can add another member to the team. If we click on Add Member to Team, what happened there? So Teams, Add Member to Team. There we go. So we can choose one of these team members. Let's say Mike Camacho. I'm going to click Add Team, and now in the green team we have Sarah, Jimmy, Mike, and Johan. We can also create a new team if we want to. Let's not do that right now, though. We've got We can remove employees from the team. So let's remove, I'm actually going to sign in as Miguel in a minute. So let's remove Alex T here. And in yellow team, we should see that we only have Miguel left. Cool. So that's how the teams work. Now for team members, we have a button to locate our team members. So this is their last known location when they update a job. So whenever they're on their side and their side of the application, looking at their view, and they do any kind of update on the job, we're going to get a new location update for them. We can also edit our team members, obviously. You can change what type of team member they are. Not only managers and owners have this capability, regular employees do not. So we don't want to edit anybody right now. And if we wanted to locate somebody, you just click on this and it shows you their last known location. We could also add a team member. Should be pretty obvious that we should be able to do that. Cool. So that's it for team members. Now we have the customer views, and here we have our different customers. We can create new customers if we wanted to. So let's go ahead and do that. I got a Mike Jones. Let's call Ricky Rogers. Their street address is 2111, sure, 23rd Street. I guess I've used that address a bunch of times. Made up addresses. Okay, and let's say it's Union City, New Jersey, and look at that, it all filled all this stuff out for me. And this is, what did I say it was? Ricky? Ricky. So we're going to create that. Thank you for being so friendly, Firefox, but no, I do not want to save that. So now we have Ricky Rogers. We can also edit. Let's say we mess something up. It's not 2111, it's 1122 instead. Update, and well, I'm not going to go back and check when it should have updated. Yeah, let's go. Why not? 1122 23rd Street. Cool. Let's see, what else? So I think that's it for the manager and owner side. So let's log in as an employee. So I'm going to log in here as an employee, and then over here you get to search to see what jobs are available. So Miguel was in the yellow team, right? So if we go back to teams here, Miguel was in team yellow. And if we go to jobs, the next job is on the 23rd, and we have it assigned to team yellow. So let's click on the 23rd here. Okay, so now they can see that they have follow-up for Andrew Thompson. It's in West New York, and this is the phone number. And then they could also just click on this, and it should take them to Google Maps. So if they're on their phone, they could just click on that to start navigation. And they could change the status. So over here, they could put in route, and they could put any kind of update that they want. So now when I hit update here, two things are going to happen. First, going to ask me for my location, because this is the first time that we tried on this with this setup. So we're going to allow location. And the other thing that's going to happen, right now I don't have any kind of WebSocket set up, so we do have to refresh the page for this. That's one of the features that's in the works. But if we come back to jobs here, which one was it that we did? Okay, Urban Build Studio, so that we saw that Miguel made an update. So if we click on this job again, and was it this one? Urban Build Studio. Yeah, it's in progress. So if he writes something here also, it was more than expected. And we refresh here. So now we can see that this was updated by Miguel at 8:40 p.m. and that it says that it was more than expected. So for any update that he makes or any description that he adds, it'll be timestamped here, and they won't be able to edit it. So cool. Once he does that, we can also go to our team members and check on Miguel Diaz, and before it was in New York City. Now it should be somewhere in North Bergen because that's where I'm located. So this is where we're at. So I haven't put in the API key for this yet, so that's why it says for development purposes only. But that's just an example of the application for now, how it works. So that is that. So once he changes from en route to, let's say, done, and you update the job, that's it. So that job for the 23rd is gone completely, and he won't be able to see it again. So that gives us a little bit of data privacy for our customers and for ourselves too, so that we don't get to see all the notes that are done there. So if we click on here, we can see that the job is done. It hasn't been paid. Something else that we can do also, if somebody else did this next job that he has coming up. So if we come back to this one that's en route, we're going to click on that one. And we're going to unlock the form and change this one to done. Okay, if he comes back over here and he updates this again, now that job is also done for him and he won't be able to see it. So he will be able to see future jobs that are coming up, but no jobs that are done or in the past, our employees are going to be able to see again. So we have what, 525, so there should be a few jobs there, but only one of them is for Team Yellow. And that's pretty much it. That is Dispatchio in a nutshell. There's still a lot of features that I'm working on. Like I said, I want to get WebSockets and action cable set up so that when these events happen, they update live. I hope you enjoyed this demo, and if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me via email. You can find my LinkedIn, Medium, and email on the side or on the top of the page, depending on if you're on a mobile or on a desktop browser. Thanks for